Hi, my name is Rahul. I recently moved to the US from India and I took the 7-day immersion program.
This is already like the best night of my life. Like this never happened to me and like I didn't know like can this even happen? I just thought like it happened on YouTube.
And what happened in one of your first approaches?
Yeah, so one thing is like I've seen pickup artists do this all the time and I thought okay, this is something that maybe I'll achieve like at 5 years, 10 years level of the game, and before that I'm going to get married. So I'm probably never going to do that, which is like making out with the girl. We saw a video before going out in the field where I told Austen, okay, this is so extreme, like can you like make us see something relatable? And he just laughed it off. A few minutes into the night game bar, after we were done in the warm-up, I actually had a makeout with the girl within the first few minutes of meeting her. So that was like a dream come true.
What do you think was holding you back before the immersion program?
So moving from one country to another, completely different culture, completely different place, and my inhibitions, which are usually pretty decent, they were like through the roof, which led to like the basic problems everybody faces, which are approach anxiety, and not just approaching girls, like I had like a fear of approaching people as well because I don't know how they talk, how they interacted.
Yeah, any frustrations you felt like doing it on your own?
Yeah, I was taking too long to approach, so a lot of my time of the day was going just roaming around the streets, and it was not an effective use of my time and not doing a lot of things that I should have done. And I later got to know that this is not the most optimal way to go about things. All of this was like leading to a downward spiral of game was like getting painful for me at a point.
How did it feel when you started getting some success on the program?
Pretty good. I think most of the limitations I had was just my thought process holding me back. When you hang out with guys, for them like this is very obvious, then you also like stop giving importance to those things. It eases out for you and they say like it is not the reality, it is your relationship with the reality that matters.
So you feel like the belief system's kind of like transferred onto you in a way?
Yeah, I think hanging out like with people who have been doing this, like their personality brushes up on you, their humor, how they talk and everything. So you actually get a base in, okay, this is how like cool people in this side of the world like interact, which makes you like really comfortable and very secure in yourself, and you're willing to take risks and make jokes, which otherwise you would have not tried to with strangers. Just getting the belief system stable, like the warm-up drills definitely helped. I didn't know like this is not something I ever found on the internet. I just knew like other pickup artists did this with their students. I never gave it so much importance, but when I started doing it, it seemed silly at first, but the state that they put you in, it's like the results is evident. I thought like if I just get good enough at game, I'm going to like have massive success with women and that would just take care of my dating life. But one thing I got to know that there are other factors other than game, like your physique and your style, which are affecting you, which as an engineer, like I've been programmed even by my friends and my circles to never pay heed to, because that is something which low IQ people do, but that is not true. When you start doing that, you feel confidence in yourself, you start approaching more, you start feeling more entitled, and you fuck up less. And this is something that I really want to call out. So I've been consuming pickup content, I assume like most of you are on the internet, and I picked up a lot of wrong things from there, which I thought I was doing right because someone was doing it and like I saw it and it worked and it made sense and it sounded really cool. But that was something that I was really dead wrong about, and which was pretty evident in my INFIELDs. Unlearning that and getting that fresh perspective over your things, they say like your last epiphany is your latest crutch, is something that I got over with here. You need a mentor or coach in life to like tell you things you're wrong about. This is not very game specific, but I had some issues with myself. Like there are some things about myself that I don't really like, and whenever like I get into those situations, I act a certain way, I just lose respect for myself. And that inner game session was like blew my mind, and he rightly pointed out the exact thing, the part of my personality which I hadn't worked on, which was like an aha moment for me. And the INFIELD footage makes you look things from a third person's perspective who is more experienced, and something which you would miss on your own. And living with Austen and his crew and how they are around and how they joke around, and their humor also like brushes things onto you. The assistants were like super friendly and they genuinely motivate and critique you. based on the approaches and how you did. The best thing is that they are also equally motivated about this, if not more. I think they are actually more motivated than us. That is why they are assisting Austen. So seeing their drive, their passion for it will also like rub onto you. You would feel like there's a sense of community and other people in life other than the coaches who are like trying to get better at it, because a lot of our friends are not interested in it, or they don't want to do it because it's like they're too cool for it. I think filming is like one of the strong points of the immersion, because in real life it's hard to get a wing like who will be winging with you all the time, then camera quality, then all the issues your wing also has to game. So someone will not ever like dedicatedly film you. Tics that you observe in your body language, like one tic that I never noticed, and I have been like living on this planet for 29 years now, is like I do this with my hand a lot, which I think is very feminine, and I wouldn't have been able to pick that up had I not seen my INFIELD footage. And Austen personally reviews it, and while everybody in the crew like sits down and reviews it, so it was a healthy exchange of critiques and feedbacks. Yeah, there's a photography session, so bring your good clothes and jewelry and everything, which I don't know if these lens qualities we will be able to ever get ourselves clicked in those. And that is something you can use for your Tinder matches, for your Instagrams. Do you recommend this program to someone looking to improve their results with women? Definitely. The links that you develop here and the fellow students and the inner circle of the students keep you accountable. I know there are already a lot of pickup forums online and Facebook groups, which I am also part of, but this has been my personal experience with them, that I have posted answers and I have like a lot of guys give you advices, but that is not backed by any evidence. Those guys are not gaming. So that community that gets built here, this is something that you can also take out of post immersion of the alumni that and the social circle that comes with part of it. And these people actually legit spent a lot of money to get the results for which they want, so them being in the group means that they were not there for free, which is like an honest signal for like them being good at, or at least being action takers.